so that through death he might destroy him who had the power of death, that is, the devil. That was a good place to do a little shouting at least. I mean, those aren't even my words. That through death he might destroy him who had the power of death, that is, the devil. And then verse 15 says, and release those who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. Come on, just give him an amen right there. Sweet. And release those, who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. We're talking about the crucified Christ. And my attempt last week and this week is to show you that there's a lot to the story. And mostly between last week and this week, I've showed you how the cross demonstrates the power over principalities and powers and over the enemy. And for all of humanity, until the cross, the enemy was doing this very thing. And everyone was in bondage. And this is why I mentioned demons earlier, because it's a perfect example of what Jesus came to do. That all of humanity was under the bondage of the enemy, not even knowing it. Didn't even know. They always thought all the bad stuff that happened to them was from God. Not knowing that there was a thief out there. There was an enemy of their soul. There was someone out there who wanted to destroy them, keep them in bondage, keep them in a place of prison. But then Jesus comes all of a sudden. And Jesus' very first message was the gospel of the kingdom of God. And as he begins to demonstrate that message, he begins to do exactly everything that the cross was going to accomplish for the rest of us, which was to heal the sick, to set it free those who were in bondage, and to release those souls that were held captive by demonic powers and influences, and to cast out demons. That's the force of the cross. That's the dunamis power of God through the cross, that now, because of the cross, we have power over the enemy of humanity.